Hello there. In this video I am looking at the DJI CrystalSky Mavic Pro mounting system by Evolution 3D. Now I'm going to say first, the guys over at Evolution 3D were very kind to send me over this bracket to take a look at, basically, to the UK. I really do appreciate it. They sent me over some stuff to look at, and yeah, I thought I'd do a little bit of a video about it. So, the mounting system. The Mavic Pro isn't able to mount the CrystalSky as standard. You have to add a bracket. There isn't currently one from DJI. So, the guys over at Evolution 3D have come up with their own design. And this is it, basically. And it consists of a number of parts. Now, I've cheated a little bit. I've already mounted one of them to the bottom of the CrystalSky. And that is this one. It's just the base plate. It consists of 2 screws. You just screw them in. It comes with the 2 screws as well. And you just mount it to the bottom of the CrystalSky. It just goes in and it makes sure the USB-C port is nice and clear and you can still see it. And that's it. And it comes then with the bolt already in and the thumb screw. Simple as that. It then has the base plate, and this is the part that connects to the controller, and I'll show that a bit more in a minute. And it has the 2 brackets, and the reason there are 2 is it allows you to put it in 2 different positions. So whilst you don't have to mount both, you can mount both and either have it over the top of the controller or above it, and we'll look at that a bit closer in a second. One thing I do want to talk about specifically, Evolution 3D specialise in 3D printed accessories. Now, for some reason, there can be a little bit of snobbery or ooh-ah around 3D printed products. What I can say, being an owner of a 3D printer, and there are many of us out there, that a properly designed 3D printed product that's printed properly with proper good quality material is categorically as good as any moulded plastic product out there. It is simple as that. Just because it's 3D printed should not put people off. Honestly, these guys really do push the fact that their products are 3D printed, and they push the product's benefits that come with that as well. And the benefits are that the design can be tweaked quickly and easily. They're able to get it out to the market quicker, and they can design it in such a way that they can make changes and supply those changes to people in the future if needed, or make accessories quickly or make additions quickly. They don't have to worry about moulding costs and things like that. So I can honestly say I've had some time to look over this. The quality of the 3D printing on this is outstanding. It is as good as anything I have seen. Each product I've had a good play with. They are solid. The 3D printing quality is outstanding. The layers are nice and tight. There's no gaps. There's no peeling. There's no blistering. There's no separation between the gaps. It's clear they've got their printers dialed in very, very well. They know what they're doing. It's as simple as that. So what I will say with it being a 3D printed product, forget about it. It doesn't matter. The fact it's 3D printed should not deter you from it in any shape or form. Okay, so to mount it to the Mavic, I've already put the bracket on the bottom of the CrystalSky, so that's already done. What you then do is take the controller. Now on this, there is a couple of holes. You've got in the bottom, you just come a bit closer, you've got the hole for the USB port, so this is the bottom here. This is where the controller USB port goes through there. We've got a hole here with a captive nut in the other side, and there's another one at the top for the top bracket with a captive nut in the other side, and then there's a lanyard post hole there, so it allows you to put like a lanyard on it. So to fit it to the controller, all we do is take the controller, place it in like that, give it a bit of a press, and it just clicks in. It really is that simple. And when it's on, it's nice and solid, it won't move. To take it off, you just give it a bit of a flip, a bit of a push, and it pops off just like that. It really is that simple. It's nice and easy. And to pop it back on, just put the bracket in, bit of a clip, and it's in. On the 2 posts, now these are not identical. There is a slight difference. If I come in closer, let's have a look. If I can get the focus to behave, where is it? Come on. Sorry about this. The focus tends to, there it comes. There it comes. There we go. So one of these has got a long flat edge, one of these has got a V in it. The reason it's got the V is the bottom one has got the flat edge, the top one has the V in it at the front. So they are keyed, so they can only go in one place. So we just pop them on, tighten it up. Again with the included thumb wheels, pop it on, tighten it up. Now again, you don't have to mount both of these, but I'm going to do that for the demonstration of this so I can show you the 2 positions on the brackets. So once that's on, like that and that, we now have the choice of putting the Mavic display the CrystalSky in two different places. We can either have it at the top, out of the way, so you can still see the LCD screen. So if I pop it in like that, do the nut up, you've then got it up there like that. Now, when I first set this up, I thought, that's perfect, absolutely. That's exactly how I'll fly it. The antennas are there. If I spin round, they are still kept clear. Okay, the CrystalSky is going to be a little bit in the way, but that's always going to happen if you have a monitor up at this level. I see no reason that would be a problem, especially when you're holding the controller like that. In theory, the antennas actually would be like that anyway, so there should be no problems at all. I thought when I first had it, the bracket, I thought, you know what, that's perfect for me. It's in eye line, you can still see the LCD display, you've got all your controls and everything. The only downside to this position is a bit top heavy, so it always wants to do that. Now, the CrystalSky isn't the lightest monitor in the world, we know that. It's heavier than a smartphone, so it does put a bit of weight on the back, so it is something to be aware of. It won't tip it over, but it is something to be aware of. The second option to put it is here. Now, this does stop you from seeing the LCD screen. However, that really isn't a problem for me, to be honest, because everything that's on that LCD screen is on DJI Go anyway. You can still see it. Yes, you can't see the sticks, but to be honest, you don't need to see the sticks to fly. I know exactly where the return to home button is, and I know exactly where the pause button is. You know, if you know your controller, you know where the buttons are, this really isn't going to be an issue for you. After about an hour of playing, I actually think I prefer this position. I honestly think this is my favourite position for the bracket. Whilst at the top I think is really nice, it balances absolutely perfect here. It really does. So I think for me this is the perfect position, and that's the position I'm going to be using it with. It's as simple as that. Overall, you know what, I am very, very impressed with this bracket. It's perfect. It is as simple as that for me. It puts the monitor exactly where I want it. Not that I can decide if it's there or there, but either place is perfect. It's a high quality, it's really nice. You know, it's even the little touches actually. I didn't show this just now. If I just take this off, okay. Every part of this that isn't metal is 3D printed. So that even means the nut spinner top is 3D printed too. You know, they've put the nut in. So for me, I like that. I think it shows that they are really confident in their product if they're going to put 3D printed parts on every single bit. You know, it's as simple as that. And it's even little bits, you know, they've even thought about it and they've put in keys, you know, things here to stop it slipping too easily. They've see if the camera actually tilts around. You know, you might not be able to see it because these are black parts. They are extremely difficult to show. So if the light level isn't great, I do apologise. Perhaps I could see it on this a bit more if I get this to get the focus to focus in. It's doing it any second now. There we go. So you can see that they've actually keyed it round the edges there, so it grips and it holds it really well. You can get these, they're available at evolution3d.com. I really recommend this bracket. For me, it's perfect. It's as simple as that. I'm going to be doing another video where I'm going to be looking at the other stuff actually, because I want to have a close look at the CrystalSky one. I think that's another really nice bracket too, and I want to look at the Phantom 3 and 4 controller version as well. For this video, I was just concentrating on the CrystalSky, and yeah, highly recommended. Really is highly recommended. Thank you to the guys over at Evolution 3D. Johnny, I really appreciate you sending this over. I really do. So that's it, folks. Go and get yourself one. Thank you for watching.